What's going on, everyone? People out there watching, we got almost 80 people tuning in. Preliminary live stream to just bring you a little football action tonight for the Bulldogs. Got some decent weather, and this is by no means a legitimate broadcast telecast with me. I'm just we're playing with equipment. We are going to let you watch the scrimmage, which should be pretty cool. But we're going to be doing all the Heath home games here this season live on our pay-per-view platform, which will be announced Monday. But wanted to check in with you all and let you know that there is audio, and we're going to be running the stream here. So share it with your friends, the people that want to watch football. This is the first time teams have played each other for quite a long time, and I am not going to commentate this game because I don't have rosters. I haven't prepared. Like I said, I'm merely just set up equipment, so hopefully you all can hear me. Like I said, comment and share if you would. But we have quite a few Licking County League games going to be coming your way on a pay-per-view platform. It'll be StoriedRivals.tv starting next Friday for most of the Licking County League if you want to check that out. But share this with your friends. Hopefully you got a nice clear image. In this case, we're on YouTube. So if you have a smart TV or Roku, you could actually bring it up on your TV and watch. The regular season games, like I mentioned, will be on our online platform and not on YouTube. But either way, you'll still be able to get it to your TV, cast it to your TV. But yeah, fun. We got football. I'm here by myself, so I'm going to be running the camera as well, and I'll probably take the headset off. No need to keep talking. Switch it over here for a second. I'll say hi to you guys. What's going on? It is nice to be outside at a football stadium with decent weather. We have guys at some other scrimmages getting some highlights, and I've been told there's storms rolling in. So we're in Heath, Ohio. We got guys over just across Interstate 70, actually at Sheridan, and there's some storms over there. So everything a little slow moving. We also got guys over at Philo High School tonight hosting Meadowbrook, and we are over at Ridgewood High School hosting Zanesville. Haven't got any updates from over there. But here we go. I'm going to cut back to the action as we're getting ready to get started. And I'll go ahead and just stop talking and let you hear some game sound. And let's have some fun tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. Share if you would. Enjoy this scrimmage. I imagine it's a normal scrimmage, probably 2 quarters, and then maybe into some of the third with the starters. But these guys have not played a real game in a long time, so who knows how long they'll go to try to get some reps in. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to take my headset off. I'm going to get you some game sound, if there is any, not much. Of course, no fans allowed in here. No fans are in this facility tonight. So it's just you, me, the camera, and the guys on the sidelines. And let's have some fun, all right? check back in with you all here for a moment. To have an injured Bulldog down. Forgive me, I do not have a roster. Number 5 for the Bulldogs out here defensively. First play from scrimmage. Limping off the field. And again, that we'll just show you here for parents watching at home since no parents are in here. Teammates getting them off here. So we'll pick up action. Hopefully we're good to go there, and that's nothing serious. It's going to be tended to by the trainers, so hopefully everything will be okay here early in the season. That's what we're dealing with here with this pandemic, and just parents not allowed in. I mean, parents will be allowed in the games, but these are the things that you worry about a little bit. Just injuries, and parents, of course, want to be here. We're just in the first quarter, 10:55 to play in the first quarter. First possession of the game. Let me get the camera back around here, guys. Promise this will be a little better once the real game starts. Like I mentioned, this is just preliminary to try to get you guys some football action. Nice stop. That was 1st and 10 on the 49 for the Jackets. And stopped. Share this feed if you would. Let people know we have some football live action here in Ohio. Lights are on. Empty stadium. A lot of schools are going to empty stadium tonight for the scrimmages, and then they're working on their ticket allotment for the regular season. It's 2nd and 5 for the Jackets. And incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 5. We got some clever fans over here. Check it out. Tell them you saw them on live on YouTube. Find a way to watch the game here over the fence. And that's probably going to happen throughout Ohio as we deal with limited crowds. It is 3rd and 5 for the Jackets. 10-10 to go in the first quarter. No score from Swank Field here in Heath, Ohio. And that's a first down for Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon hailing out of the Ohio Capital Conference. The Bulldogs in the Licking County League. And it is first down and 10 for Mount Vernon. Under 10 to go in the first quarter. This is the first and opening drive of this scrimmage. The only scrimmage of the season, as the regular season begins next Friday. A drop there by the Jackets brings up 2nd down. Thanks to everyone for checking it out. If you don't want to hear me talk, just mute it. Like I said, I wish I was a little more prepared, but kind of came out here last minute, as everything has been last minute. The last few weeks, finally got the order from Governor DeWine last week. Was it last week? No, it was this week. It was this week, Tuesday. And, of course, then everyone scrambled to get things ready to go. Big hit there. So you see the down markers there. Hopefully everyone able to view well. As I mentioned, if you have the YouTube app on Roku, Apple TV, Smart TV, bring this thing up on the TV. Enjoy it. This is the world we're going to live in this year. Third down and 6 for the Jackets. And it's picked. So interception for the Bulldogs on 3rd and 5 gives Heath its first offensive possession of the game coming up. All right, so Heath in business. 3rd down, forced throw, and right there at the right time for the pick. We'll set up Heath's first offensive possession. As really tonight is a nice night for football. It's not too hot. A touch humid here in the press box, as expected. 8:54 to go, first quarter, no score. Heath with the interception, and now going back the other way. And we're back. Again, this is trial run. Sorry, I get a phone call there. That won't happen in real games. We'll have a staff running this setup and not just me. Well, we can't watch Ohio State this year, but we are going to be able to watch high school football. We're going to do the best we can to bring you a great experience at home, and kids will get to play, and everyone will still get to watch. So let's hope that works out for the best here. Keep sharing this if you would on your on Facebook, on Twitter, wherever you want to send it. Email it, text it to your friends and family that just want to see football. There's a flag on the play. Penalty is declined by the Jackets. It'll bring up 2nd down for Heath. We'll get back here. So it's 2nd down and 20 for the Bulldogs. 8:38 to go, first quarter, no score. Ball in the 47 of Mount Vernon. And I'll bring up 3rd down for the brown and orange. It looks like we're going to have NFL, though. I feel like the NFL is from what I hear, is doing an unbelievable job of trying to prepare for all the protocols and safety measures. So looks like NFL is going to happen. It is 3rd down and 12 for Heath from the 48 of Mount Vernon. No score, 8 minutes to go, first quarter. And a pass break up, bring up 4th down for Heath. I can promise you, at least I think I can promise you, you're not going to get a lot of big high-scoring scrimmages tonight or tomorrow, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, teams have been working out. They've done a great job of staying in shape. In fact, I've heard that a lot of teams are in some of the best shape they've been in. They've really been putting in time to hope to get to play, but still, they didn't have any 7-on-7s this summer, no scrimmages, really hit-or-miss contact with all the restrictions, but they're just getting at it here. All right, so Heath will punt on 4th and 12 from the 48 of Mount Vernon. 7:55 to go, first quarter. No score. And a fair catch for the Jackets. So injury and update for those of you worried about Heath, number 5. And again, forgive me for not having the roster in front of me. Just kind of showed up, set up this setup to test things out for you guys. So it looks like giving a call to mom and dad who probably can't be here because no crowd is in here, but at least give you an update here, video the best we can. Please keep sharing this with family and friends. My name is Aaron, by the way. Really appreciate everyone checking us out with Storied Rivals Sports Media. We've been around since 2008. We've always had visions of doing live streaming, but it never worked out until this year. So you make the most of a bad situation, and that's what we're doing. 7:49 to play, first quarter. And a nice run for the Jackets. Brings up second down. So we're doing 11 streams coming up for different schools. Got a lot more calls today as well. The home games for these schools are going to be a pay-per-view platform. The pay-per-view is meant to help generate revenue for the schools. I mean, imagine how much they're used to making on Friday nights. Now they're not making really anything, limited crowd. So it is an effort to both provide a great experience for you at home, cover the cost of that, and then also help the athletic department. And a big first down run for the Jackets. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score. Mount Vernon on the offensive. Catch out of the backfield. But just stay tuned to our social media platforms on Monday, probably Monday night. We'll have a full release and the location of where to find the live streams. It'll be storiedraivals.tv. And as I mentioned, we are covering most of the Licking County League home games for these respective schools and some of the Muskingum Valley League as well. It is second down and 8 for the Jackets. 6:17 to go, first quarter, no score. And that is a first down for Mount Vernon. Thanks to everyone tuning in. We have first down and 10 for Mount Vernon. No score first quarter. Nearly picked, but nice pass breakup for the Bulldogs. Think about it, guys. These kids have been waiting so long to play football, so long to hit an opponent. You can't help but be happy for them for getting that opportunity. They've met the challenge of dealing with the restrictions and all the hoops they had to jump through, but here we are playing football. 5:27 to go, first quarter, no score. Second down and 10 for Mount Vernon. And that's another, is it a first down? It is close. Let's see here. And they're going to move the chains, first down. Mount Vernon is on the 32 of Heath. No score, 4:10 to play, first quarter. Zoom in on the scoreboard for you. Told you I wasn't lying to you. We got 3:40 to go, first quarter. Second down and 6 for Mount Vernon. Looks like a timeout on the field. And a timeout for Heath. We'll take a look at the Heath defensive huddle. And there we go. 3:26 to play, first quarter. No score. Thanks to everyone for checking out the stream. Again, this is just a practice stream. Wanted to get something up for you. Literally came out here last minute, plugged in, and turned it on. But we will be out every Friday night live streaming games for 11 different teams. If you check out our Facebook, it's one of our most recent posts. Earlier today, we posted the list of schools that we're working with to put together their home games. Hoping this continues into basketball as well. As far as streaming, of course, we hope the world returns to normal soon. But if we are in basketball season and still dealing with the same restrictions, and hopefully we'll be doing this as well and making it so people can still enjoy the games in an entirely different way. And we'll zoom back out for you. Check out the scoreboard. 3:26 to go, first quarter. No score, but the Bulldogs are, the Jackets are threatening. All right, back to the action here. Out of the Heath timeouts. Even the officials were waiting forever to get their assignments. Keep in mind, the state and ADs everywhere completely reworked the schedule. Was it like 2 weeks ago when the OHSA decided that the new proposal with a 6-game regular season, everyone qualifies for the playoffs. Really think it's a decent format for the situation we're in. So, but they had to rework the schedule. Down to the 12. Just shy of a first down. If you look here, first down marker is at the 11. So it's second down and 3 on the 14 of Heath. Mount Vernon threatening, 2:55 to go, first quarter. And down inside the 10, a first down for the Jackets. So in the normal stream we do on a weekly basis, there'll be some games where we actually have 2 cameras. We will have commentators at most of the games, commentators that are actually prepared, unlike myself tonight, that'll provide, I think, a pretty decent experience. We'll have a score on the screen the entire time, and we'll try to keep you updated. But again, it will not be through YouTube. It'll be through our pay-per-view platform, storiedrarivals.tv, and that will be launching at some point Monday afternoon, and that's where you'll be able to log in and purchase the pay-per-view to watch the game, which will greatly support the athletic department of the home school on those events. Penalty had brought back the Jackets and negated that run. I apologize for not being on top of that. Third down and 9 for Mount Vernon. Under 2 to go, first quarter. No score here from Swankfield and Heath. And looks like he's out of bounds. And we'll see if Mount Vernon goes for it on fourth down. Not sure of their kicking situation. They're yelling field goal unit, so Mount Vernon going to send out the kicker. 1:42 to go, first quarter. Fourth down and 9 for Mount Vernon. No score. Thanks to everyone for watching. Not too many electrifying moments in tonight's game, but as we mentioned, to be expected, first time playing competition. And this is going to be, let's get ready here. Where's the ball? Ball's on the 20, so this should be, they're going to spot the ball on the 25. This will be a 35-yard field goal attempt for Mount Vernon. 1:42 to go. It's fourth down and 9. And short. Notice how they didn't attempt to block it. I believe that was probably agreed upon by both schools. Special teams were going to take it easy. So Heath will get the ball back on downs and get it back. Haven't talked to you guys for a long time. We've been we've posted a lot of stuff on our social media accounts. You know, a lot of highlight videos we've been working on, stopping by practices, but we haven't shared a lot of what we've had going on in the background, really, because we've been planning to try to assist schools and alleviate a headache. And hopefully we've done that or will do that for these schools we're partnering with on the live stream and all these parents that have been worried or family from out of town. Hopefully we put your mind at ease a little bit that you'll be able to watch in a high-definition format. Looks like a bad snap that time. Still no score. 1:28 to play first quarter. We're at Swankfield and Heath. And it's funny how much you can hear when no crowd's in here. For instance, we're hearing the instruction here on the sideline just all the way up here in the box because there's no crowd. Let's just hope the season gets played. I feel like it's going to be – the playoff format will be unique with everyone qualifying. I think that'll be certainly a different experience for everybody, but a cool opportunity to play some different teams. And, of course, teams have the opportunity. They don't have to go to the playoffs. If they don't want to, they don't have to go. And just slightly overthrown that time. So teams will play a 6-game regular season. A lot of teams, if they're in a league, went to their all-league format those first 6 games. Then the playoffs start week 7. How it works, though, if you lose in the playoffs and want to keep playing, you can schedule additional regular season games, up to 10 of them, but you just have to be done playing, I believe, by I think it was the second or third week in November. So really, as long as the virus stays under control and the cases are down and we can keep playing, there should be a good bit of football that we can get in this year by starting on time, which I never thought would happen. Did not feel like we were going to start on time. And underthrown that time. That was 3rd and 13. It's going to bring up 4th down for Heath. And the Bulldogs will punt. Can't really see any live comments coming in because we're doing about a million things trying to get this on air for you guys. So if you have any comments or concerns, and don't judge my broadcasting because, like I said, this was completely unprepared, feel free to send us a message. Say hi. Good or bad. We like to talk. 1:01 to go, first quarter. It's 4th down and 13 from the 17 of Heath. Bulldogs set to punt. And again, just an uncontested punt. Trying to stay injury-free. Some teams didn't even schedule a scrimmage for tonight. For instance, Tri-Valley, we covered Tri-Valley in a number of ways. Always over there with the Dogs, but they did not schedule scrimmage tonight. And also, no one had scrimmages pre-scheduled. This was all trying to find someone to play as of Tuesday because no one quite knew what the fate of high school football would be until Governor DeWine and Lieutenant Governor Houston did us a solid and let the boys play. So Mount Vernon will go back on the offensive. Under a minute to go, first quarter, still no score. First and only scrimmage of the season, as next week these teams prepare to open their seasons. It's running personnel in and out. How scrimmages usually work, and this certainly isn't a normal circumstance, but the final scrimmage of the season before week 1 is usually 2 solid quarters with starters and then a little bit into the third. And you would think they would at least do that tonight because these players certainly need the reps. But you also have to think they're not necessarily in full game shape either. The clock is rolling, under 25 seconds to play, first quarter. They do not have the play clocks on here at Swank Field tonight. Hot pursuit. Nice defensive stop for the Bulldogs. And that should end the first quarter. Here's where I play fancy music and a video and go to break, right? Well, not tonight. We'll keep it here. We'll show you the scoreboard. There is not much on it. Better yet, let's show you the gallery over here. How about that? But there are no fans inside the stadium. There's no one in the press box. It looks like the coaches are all in the opposing press box over here. Scoreboard operator in here with me. I think a couple film crews on the top of the press box here on the home side. No score as we enter the second quarter in this varsity scrimmage. See there. Keep sharing this live feed for us. Let's get over 300 viewers. We're just under 300. Regular season begins next Friday. We are live streaming 7 games. I don't have them off the top of my head. I guess I could look them up. But 7 live games. Let's see if I can find my schedule. I don't even have listed who they're playing. I just know what games we're doing. We'll be Crooksville week 1, Johnstown, Licking Heights, Licking Valley, Philo, Tri-Valley, and back here at Heath. So those 7 home games as we get ready to start the second quarter. Another nice defensive stop for Heath. And notice how they're letting up on the quarterback. I believe in normal final scrimmages, you still hit, but obviously the wise move here to lay off the gas a little bit to keep everyone healthy. No score here from Heath. Just started the second quarter as the sun sets. Clock is rolling. It's 4th down, so Mount Vernon will punt. And keep in mind, in our normal live stream scenario on Friday nights for the pay-per-view format, majority of times we will have broadcasters that are actually prepared, unlike myself. And also, we will be having student workers the majority of time at each school. That was all part of our plan, was to try to make this an educational opportunity, something new for students to kind of learn from the ground up. So if you were a student at one of the schools we are going to be live streaming at, shoot us a message. We're still looking for student staff at a lot of the schools. It's been kind of hard to contact students with schools still being out and not really beginning yet. Let's get back to the action. Heath on the offensive. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. That's a big first down run, about a 16-yard run for the Bulldogs. Heath has not done much offensively so far in this scrimmage. $10:15 to go, second quarter, no score. Heath on offense from their own 42. Oh, I missed it. About an 8-yard pickup for the Bulldogs. Again, I'm Aaron from Storied Rivals. Thanks for checking it out, tuning in, telling your friends. I used to broadcast every week in a former life, and now I'm always on the sidelines filming the action. But as I get older, I'll probably end up back in the booth before too long. Those football Friday nights running around on the sideline can certainly wear you out. 9:30 to go, first half. No score from Heath. Bulldogs on offense. Coughed it up, but it went out of bounds. So if you do decide or you're interested in some of our live streams on Friday nights, bear with us as, like with anything new, we work out the kinks, work with the students, and try to make this a great experience. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. And a catch, about a 5-yard hookup. It is second down and 6 for Heath from the 37 of Mount Vernon. No score, 8:45 to go in the second quarter. Stay wide on this one for you. Nice run. That was the biggest play so far of the game. Biggest run of the game. From the 37 all the way down, where are we spotting the ball? So Heath threatening big time. 37 down to the 9. 28-yard run. Heath threatening. 8:20 to go, second quarter, first half. The Bulldogs score first. 9-yard touchdown run for Heath. Makes it 6-0. No flags on the play. And it appears that Heath wants to go for 2, perhaps. Heath scores. The scoreboard, it'll be 6-0. Heath. 8:13 to go, second quarter. They're going to send on the unit to, looks like, to go for the 2-point conversion. Nope. Yep, we're going for 2. Going for 2 here. And he breaks the plane. That's 2. 8-0 Bulldogs. Try to get a good shot for you parents back at home. All right. Show you the scoreboard here momentarily. And there you go. 8-0. Heath with the lead. 8:13 to go, second quarter. Again, thanks for tuning in. Remember, the regular season begins next Friday night, a 6-week regular season. And then the playoffs begin week 7. Every team can qualify for the playoffs if they wish. They can also opt out. Additionally, whenever they exit the playoffs or if they choose not to go to the playoffs, they can continue to play regular season games up to 10. Up to 10 regular season games they can play. Even if they go to the playoffs and lose, if they can find a team to play, they are allowed to schedule and finish out the season, which I think is a good opportunity, especially for some of these schools that are shut down for football right now. And if they pick it back up, they're going to have a chance to still play some games. I think that helps them as well. Heath the kickoff, back to the Jackets. Heath leads 8-0 on a 9-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion run. Coach Tim Ward been coaching the Bulldogs for a few seasons now, replacing Coach Collier, who retired after a long tenure here at the Bulldogs. And it was crazy. I think we've all been so consumed with whether we're playing football or not. I don't feel like we've had the preseason we normally have where you analyze and break down all the teams that are supposed to be good and bad. I don't think anyone is really that in tune yet. There haven't been a ton of previews out yet. Everyone's still gathering information, but I expect a lot of media outlets will have plenty of preview stuff now that they've had a week under their belt, and we'll be able to get back at it next week as we look at those first week 1 matchups. But a lot of stadiums, you're looking at 15% capacity of the permanent seating. So that's not a lot of people. That's not a lot of people in the stands. So hopefully we can help out with that. Mount Vernon at Heath. Heath leads 8-0, 7:34 to go in the second quarter. Seven minutes to go, second quarter. Heath leads 8-0. It was a big first down run for Mount Vernon. It's on the 39 of Heath. First and 10, 6:40 to go, second quarter. Going to be second down for Mount Vernon. 6:15 to go, second quarter. Play blown dead as the Bulldogs were in a hot pursuit. Would have been a sack in the normal world, but playing it easy here and safe. And it's a big loss for the Mount Vernon offense. Third down coming up. Third down and 16. Looks like the Jackets played it safe on that one. And a big fourth down on the way now for Mount Vernon. Huge stop and play on third down for the Bulldogs to then force Mount Vernon to keep it safe, play it safe. And they're going to send on the punt unit are the Jackets. Fourth down and 15 from the 45 at Heath. Bulldogs lead 8-0, 4:30 to go in the first quarter. And it's away. Well, kind of. I don't know if that was intentionally a pooch or not, but it gets down to the 35 where Heath will take over. Check out the Bulldogs here. .4:15 to go in the second. Heath out of the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched up to the left, 1 to the far right. It was intercepted, but the play was blown dead before Heath was able to throw it away. There was pressure, and as the officials have been doing tonight, they go ahead and blow it dead before the quarterback gets hit. But feel free, guys, to send us suggestions. We will continue to improve. That's one thing we're about, is getting better. We will try to get better no matter what we're doing, whatever video release, the way we edit, the way we shoot, the way we live stream. Keep trying to get better every week the best we can. So if you have advice or opinions, we know you'll send them to us, so feel free. And we'll do the best we can with the resources we have. Big stop for the Jackets. It turned out to be a great night tonight, though. 3 minutes to go, second quarter. 8-0 Heath. They scored a TD on a 9-yard touchdown run here in the second with a 2-point conversion. And now back on offense. It's 3rd and 16. See what the Bulldogs try to do on 3rd and 16. Do they try to convert it, or you keep it close to the vest? Normally in the situation, you definitely just try to run it, keep it safe, punt it, try to get to halftime. Heath with the run. And that'll lead to a Bulldogs punt as they're well short of the first down. First down marker is on the 45. The Bulldogs run it back to about the 35, still 10 yards shy. It'll bring up 4th and 10. Hopefully this live stream is a small consolation for the parents back at home, especially for the visiting Yellow Jackets. Maybe they're waiting in the parking lot afterward. Good luck to all the students and parents as you embark on this school year. Notice how I said parents, because it's going to be challenging on you as well. Heath going for it on 4th and 10, or trying to do that. Nope, they got a false start. Obviously, they were trying to get Mount Vernon to jump off sides before calling a timeout. Instead, the opposite happened. They false started on their own. So that'll be a penalty. Under 2, 1:43 to go, second quarter. Heath up 8-0. Really appreciate you all checking this out. Let us know it apparently is working. And just overthrown. So that was on 4th down. The Bulldogs went for it. Turnover on downs. Mount Vernon will take over in decent territory. I would assume that you're normally not going for that play in the regular season deep in your own territory. Just trying to try something out here. It's one thing I always say, really, in any game or scrimmage, you worry about what you're trying to accomplish. So you're trying to work on a certain play, a certain situation, you worry about you. and what's best for your team. If you guys ever get bored at home, if you haven't heard of Storied Rivals, check out our YouTube page or Facebook. We have hundreds of videos on there from seasons past, and a lot from this summer from team workouts. We produce season highlight films for a lot of teams around Central Ohio, Southeast Ohio. And Heath's defense coming up with a lot of stuffs here at the line. 1:20 to go in the first half. Heath leads 8-0. Under a minute to go. Second down and 12 for Mount Vernon. And that was just the officials playing it safe. They blew the play dead just to avoid the quarterback getting hit. Hope to start doing some live coaches shows as well during the week. It's just a matter of finding the time, and we have definitely been consumed. As much as there was quote-unquote nothing to do, there was plenty to do to prepare for this season and just the what-ifs. And luckily we were in position to be prepared. 31 seconds to go, second quarter. Mount Vernon on the offensive, 3rd and 14. Stuffed again, a flag comes in. Clock is stopped with 16 seconds to play in the second quarter. 8-0 Heath. As a face mask against Heath. Thought this might be what it was going to what was going to be. I'll move the Jackets up. And of course the Jackets are going to treat this like a game tying scenario late in the game. You got 15 seconds, run to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they hurry up to try to get a play in. 10 seconds left in the second. Trailing by 8. 7 seconds. Final play of the second quarter. And just short of the first down, and that will do it for the first half. 8-0 Heath. And looks like they are going to take a break. We'll go ahead and just stay live. And looks like everyone's going to come back out, play some more. And we'll stay here with them to let you all continue to watch, and I'll stop talking for a few minutes. Looks like they're going to take a 10-minute, 12-minute break. We'll get the clock right here. And we'll wait for everyone to come back, give you more action. Share this if you would. And, of course, if you want to watch it later, as soon as the live stream is done, this thing will post. And we'll leave it up so you can watch, share it with your family and friends. You see a clock rolling there. We'll be back here in just a moment, folks, and continue the live stream, show you all what's up. Looks like everyone's still hanging out. I was told we're playing 4 quarters. So, looks like we're going to play 4 quarters here. Show you back over here as the Bulldogs. And I'll be interested to see how game nights work with the restrictions with locker room. And, normally we're in the locker room with the team recording or documenting like we do our highlight style if you've seen any of our videos. I got a feeling that's going to be different. It's going to be changed. Just hopeful that schools will allow us on the sidelines to film. I don't see why not, but everyone is handling this thing differently. I'd like to think it's important to document this stuff as it happens. Pretty anticlimactic first half if you watch with us. It seems like you have, because there's over 300 people and you guys are still here watching. Had one comment come in, and let me know if any of you guys had this trouble. Was someone commented, and they were trying to watch in Colorado, and said that it was asking them to pay to watch, which I didn't even know that was an option on YouTube to begin with, and I wouldn't even know how to turn that on. So I'm not sure. So if any of you guys have heard of that, and I wouldn't even have believed it, but they sent me a screen recording of them trying to watch, and it said requires payment. So I'm really dumbfounded by that. But normally we will not be streaming the games on YouTube to begin with. Just tonight to test the system, we will be streaming the regular season games on our new platform that will be coming out Monday night, StoriedRivals.tv. And those will be pay-per-view. But just know, as you purchase those games, that the majority of the money's going to the athletic department. I mean, it's a partnership we have with them to help provide this service, and they're able to recoup money and hopefully come out of this season not completely bankrupt, really. I mean, football's not a cheap sport. If you think about it, I mean, not only are the stadiums losing ticket revenue coming in, and football is, as you probably realize, a big part of the ticket revenue for the school for the whole school year, but they're losing concessions. Some schools charge parking, they're losing that. So there's a lot of things that are being lost. So trying to recoup it. A lot of teams I've talked to, lost their fundraisers this summer. Teams usually hold big fundraisers, golf outings, banquets, sales, and they lost big fundraisers that really put a dent into it. But everyone navigating, everyone making the best out of a bad situation. I think that's definitely true. Hats off to all the athletic directors, teachers, administrators. Hope you all realize what they've been going through to get ready. Whether you believe decisions are right or wrong, they have been stressed and they are working relentlessly. I mean, I've talked to a lot of them. They're pretty beat up trying to make the right decisions for you all. So, but I think we're all in this together, and we're here playing football tonight. Ready to start the third quarter. Mount Vernon kicking off to Heath. Bulldogs lead 8-0. And if you're just joining us, or if you forgot when I said in the first half, majority of our games, the hope is to have prepared broadcasters for these games where they actually know what they're talking about, unlike myself, who just kind of showed up tonight. Prepared broadcast with historical information, rosters, starting lineups, having spoken to coaches, so have insight for you. Again, I think just the pandemic has slowed everyone down from preparing. I mean, mentally, I think so many of us were out of it and almost thought it would never happen. I'm being one of them. It did not feel like this was going to happen. And, man, we're here playing football. So you don't know what you got till it's gone. Isn't that what they say? Well, I think a lot of us experienced that, especially these kids, when they thought they weren't going to have football. Heath on the offensive, leading 8-0 as we start the third quarter. And that is a catch. Not enough for a first down, but a big pickup. If you're a parent watching at home, hopefully you're able to see your young man in uniform at some point tonight. During the regular season, we'll have cheerleaders. They'll be banned for the home game, so we'll be showing you the band performance at halftime as long as it's permitted due to copyright by some of the music they perform. It's not much of a gain, if any at all. 1 second down, brings up third down for Heath. Just started the third quarter. On our regular season broadcast, we will have a scoreboard on the screen for you with the score in the quarter. And this is only going to get better from here. You know, we purposely have designed a pretty simple setup to make sure we're on air and getting you the game. We'll add all the frills and extras as we progress and get better at this. Big stop for the Jackets defense. Heath will certainly punt, you would believe, on 4th down and long coming up. It's going to be 4th down and 5, 10:55 to go in the third quarter from Swank Field in Heath. Oh, great. I brought up the comments on my phone, and it says you folks in Colorado were able to watch. Awesome. So sorry about that. Out of my control. That was a glitch in YouTube. Never seen something like that. And I'd be honest, I would not have believed you if I didn't see the screen recorded because I couldn't even understand how that would happen. So that's great, now that I can see some of your comments here. 4th down, Heath will punt. Obviously not a great snap. And they get it away. Mount Vernon did not send anyone back to field the punt. But Mount Vernon will get on the offensive, trying to get on the scoreboard. Heath leads 8-0 on a 9-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion that took place in the second quarter. Again, if I was really broadcasting, I'd have my notes and have written that down and have all kinds of goodies for you, but just wanted to get this online for you. Awesome. Glad to hear it. I'm looking at some of the comments. Glad you guys are able to watch your grandkids play. And that's what's different, too. Normally with high school football, there wasn't live streaming available. So not only were we able to help the parents and fans that might not be able to get into the game because of capacity limits, family from outside of the state for the first time will be able to watch their relatives play high school football. So that's certainly a positive that's going to come out of this. On 1st down, a big run here. Still the biggest play of this game tonight was a 28-yard run by Heath that set up that touchdown. Zoom out here for you. They're going to move the chain. Yes, they are. 1st down. And just so you know, if you haven't noticed, I am all by myself tonight with the setup. Normally this is a 3 or 4 person setup, and I'm by myself just throwing it on. Throw it online for you all. And hats off for the Heath administration to get internet installed in the press box. I believe this is a fairly new setup, so they made it happen so we could get these games on for you because you need a good internet connection to make this happen. On 1st down, Heath with the stuff. Gain of a few for Mount Vernon. So, again, I'm Aaron from Storied Rivals. If you haven't heard of us, or maybe you have, or maybe you don't know our story, because we do a horrible job of telling our story. We need to do better at that. We started in 2008. We primarily create, I guess you could call them highlight films. I'd like to think they're a little better than that. But teams hire us to document their season, and that's our primary business. Of course, now getting into the live streaming, that's just kind of a branching out off of what we already do. We cover roughly 25 high schools per season, and any team can hire us to produce a highlight film for their season in what we feel is a very cinematic way. We also do team fundraiser apparel for teams. So we do an online store. Your team can sell gear, get a kickback, make money. Really just get into all kinds of things. Really enjoy high school sports and the communities we work with. So this has just been a great extension of what we do. 1st down and 10 for Mount Vernon. 8:28 to go in the third. 6-yard run for Mount Vernon. Ball's on the 49-yard line. That is awesome. The people are watching from all over the country. And that is clear enough, and that technology is allowing us to bring that to you. And a stop, and that is a first down for Mount Vernon, though. They moved the chains. You see there. It's a uncommonly cool August night. Usually early in the season, it is just a sweat box. We got family watching in Florida. It's pretty neat. We had a comment, this game is boring. Well, it is a scrimmage. I'd say it's relative to who you're asking if it's boring. Certainly not highlight filled, but I don't think you're going to get that in the first contact of the season. Second down and 16, Mount Vernon coming up. 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Heath still leads 8-0. Zoom in here for you. And close to that first down marker. Brings up third down and short. Six minutes to go, third quarter. And they're going to blow it dead because, again, the QB wearing the red jersey, trying to eliminate contact. So the refs doing their job. Obviously, in a real game that they would have escaped. But this is a scrimmage and trying to keep kids healthy and safe. Also need to get a better tripod. I apologize for the shakiness. This thing is not holding up the way I thought it would. But that's why we're doing trial runs, right? Did he catch it? They're saying he caught it. And that should be a first down. And they're going to move the chains. Heath's defense has made plays when they needed them to. Mount Vernon is moving the chains, and this is normally where the Heath defense makes a stand. We'll see if that's the case now. $4:50 to go. Run for the Jackets. Short run, short gain. And a flag. You know, the refs were going to let the jawing go a little bit, and then we had a little push at the end. Kids doing kid things. Live and learn, right? 4:41 to go, third quarter. Heath leads 8-0. I'm Aaron from Storied Rival Sports Media, doing a below-average job of trying to talk during this broadcast. Hopefully you've muted it by now. But I thought I could at least give you some insight throughout this thing as much as I can with following along with the game. Move this over. Oh, big catch. You see that? Big first down. Well, that's the play of the game so far. Take that back. It wasn't a first down. It was 3rd and long, but it certainly puts them up in a better spot. Someone watching from Idaho, a Mount Vernon fan. That's pretty cool. 3rd down and short. Ball came loose. Was it a fumble? Oh, boy. Oh, bad break for the Jackets. Great drive, stalled out yet again. A turnover. That's the 2nd turnover for Mount Vernon. They threw an interception on the opening drive of the series of the opening drive of the game, and Heath will take over after that fumble recovery. Bad break for the Jackets there. We got a viewer from Nashville, Tennessee, watching Hunter Simmons. Pretty neat. Technology bringing us all together. 4:24 to play in the third. 8-0 Heath leads. As some of our viewers have commented, this game is boring or not exciting. It's slow scoring for sure. There have been some good defensive stops, though, some great plays. Gunner asks, how many games can you cover on a Friday? Well, live streaming wise, we're going to be doing up to 7 a night through our pay-per-view platform. That'll be announced Monday. Highlight wise, when we're out shooting highlights like we've been doing for over 10 years, we're covering up to 25 games a night. Sending a guy to a game to collect highlights, and then we edit and release the next week. So it is a massive undertaking for sure. Our office is a mess right now with equipment strung all over the place. Second down and 15 for Heath. They didn't gain much on that one. Got a viewer from South Carolina, Conway, South Carolina. Worldwide tonight. Everyone wants to watch football. I mean, you got to feel for those Big Ten kids, right? Keep having hope it might get reversed, but it's not looking good. It is not looking good. And they're going to blow it dead before the QB takes a hit. Mount Vernon brought the heat, and it paid off. Heath will punt, up 8-0. 3:24 to play in the third. You're welcome, Gunner. Thanks for watching. If we had more hands and more time, we would be super transparent about what we're doing on a daily basis. Seems like we're always editing or shooting. We don't have enough hands. Punt away for the Bulldogs. Out to about the 50. Let's see here. And Mount Vernon will get another crack at it. West Muskingum boys soccer defeated Heath tonight in their season opener 4-0. We were covering that one for highlight purposes. Mount Vernon's defensive coordinator played for Heath. Always a lot of connections. There's a lot of good football in Central Ohio. A lot of great rivalry, small-town football. Pass incomplete. Second down coming up. 2:49 to go in the third. Definitely feels good to see football. It just feels right. It's one of those things where you can feel it in the air, and if we didn't have it, man, it would be weird. Nice run for Mount Vernon. Close to a first down. Down to the 44, 43-yard line of Heath. Another viewer, Robert from South Bend, Indiana. Glad to see all you guys. Run on first down, close to another first down. Got caught sleeping, guys. Again, when we get to the regular season, we'll have a much more professional presence at these games. Broadcasters had it prepared. Game day crew to run the gear here. In some situations, we'll have multiple cameras. And we'll just keep getting better every week. That's the goal. Third down and short. And it looks like they got the first down. Clock will run. And they're going to give it to him? No, they're going to keep him short. Yep, they marked him short. Are they going to measure? Zoom out a little bit. They do give him the first down. And a very short completion as we are nearing the end of the third quarter, under 20 seconds to go. 8-0, Heath leads. They had a 9-yard touchdown run in the second and a 2-point conversion run. And that is it. Mount Vernon has threatened multiple times. not quite inside the red zone, but they have gotten close, but they have not been able to break through. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter, as it was second down coming up for Mount Vernon. 8-0. We got 1 quarter left of this scrimmage. The regular season is next Friday. Unbelievable. I mean, that's when it was originally scheduled. But I don't know about you guys, but I really didn't think it was going to happen. But then the state put out that the revised proposal with a 6-game regular season and automatic playoff berths, and it felt like they did that for a reason, that they thought that would get approved by the governor. It did. Although I think we were all on the same page that no one believed we would actually be playing until those words came out of his mouth on Tuesday afternoon. Appreciate you all watching. Good to see your comments. And again, remember, guys, regular season starts. Heath is one of the schools that we're going to be doing live streams for. So on a pay-per-view basis, it'll be through storiedraivals.tv. But the pay-per-view is meant to set up to generate revenue for the athletic department. Just like you would normally be coming to a game anyway. You're going to save money on gas and from buying concessions. You can watch from the comfort of your own home. Some of you have smart TVs. Some of you are already used to streaming. It'll be available on PC and Mac and on your devices. You can then cast them to your television or plug your computer in through HDMI into your TV. There's ways to do that. Eventually, hopefully maybe by basketball season, we'll have a television app on the Roku and on smart TVs, and you can just go right to the app and watch and make it easy. But either way, you're going to be able to watch. So second down for Mount Vernon, threatening to score, but stuffed. Another big defensive stop. New to the Licking County League this year is Zanesville. So that'll be a nice addition to the large school division. Thanks for leaving the comments, guys. We appreciate the support for sure. Anything to try to make your lives a little better and getting to see some football. Just started the fourth quarter. Heath leads 8-0, but 3rd and 11 for Mount Vernon. And a run and another stuff. I mean, just take a second and look at this. How much fun these kids are having. Has to make you smile that they get to play. And again, then you feel for the Big Ten players. Those kids, those are just big kids. And they're pretty disappointed right now. So 4th down and 14 coming up for Mount Vernon. 10:37 to play in the fourth quarter. Heath leads 8-0. Jackets going for it on 4th and 14. And in hot pursuit, two-hand touch and you're down as we're protecting the QB in the scrimmage. And Heath will take over on offense. Mount Vernon unable to break through. Again, they've been close. They've had some turnovers. They've just been unable to make it happen. And back to the Bulldogs. Coach Tim Ward's team. Please stay tuned to our social media. Most likely Monday night for a full release. Details on the live streams. Access to the website. You will have to register at storiedraivals.tv once it launches. The registration is free. It's basically a free subscription is what we're calling it. It's a free 3-month subscription that will cancel after 3 months, but again, it's free. And then you would buy whatever game you wanted to watch, but you just have to create a registration when you get on the website. So that'll all happen next week. And a first down play for Heath. Moves the chains. Big play. 10-12 to play in the fourth. Heath leads 8-0. Now moving it. On the 38 of Mount Vernon here at Swank Field. And stuffed. $8:45 to go in the fourth quarter. 8-0. Heath leads. It's fourth down coming up. All right, fourth down and 9. He's going to go for it. 8:45 to play in the game. Big catch. First down. And down to the 12 or so. Big fourth down conversion for Heath. $8:30 to go in the fourth. 8-0 Heath. First and 10 from the 12. Almost picked off. All right, second down and 10 from the 12. Going to try it again. Third down and 9. And nice pass breakup. Be 4th down on the way for Heath. Bulldogs lead 8-0. We went to last Friday. We went to a scrimmage, inter-squad scrimmage between Zanesville versus Zanesville, and it was the same way. I mean, first time live hitting, and that was, of course, before we knew football was going to happen. And they wanted to make sure, and a lot of teams did this, they wanted to make sure they got some actual hits in, and they did the inter-squad scrimmage, but it was the same way. Very limited offensive output. Fourth down. And a sack. Turnover on downs. And I will say, I'm looking at some of these kids on the sideline. Look, wearing masks. Right? I mean, they're doing what they're told to do to have football. Whether you believe in it or not, they're doing what they're told to have football. So, pretty cool to see the sacrifices they're making to be afforded this opportunity to play. Mount Vernon on the offensive on their own 18, 7:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Big first down run. Be curious, if your kids are on the team or you encounter an athlete, ask them what it was like to play tonight in their scrimmage. It's a little different thing now that the lights are down, the sun is set, and their teammates are cheering them on. And you will have some parents in here to cheer, I think, bring some noisemakers. So, it's going to be different for sure, but I'm curious how much they notice it out there on the field. Something we can definitely ask them after they have played a scrimmage, although this is a scrimmage with no crowd. Some situation you're going to get a couple, 200-300 people in the stadium based on the size of the stadium, so there'll be some noise. Plus the cheerleaders and the band will be on hand. Another stop for the Heath defense. I apologize. I definitely need a new tripod. This tripod is not performing up to par. About 5 minutes left in the fourth. Heath still clinging to that 8-0 lead. 2nd down and 12 coming up for Mount Vernon. For Mount Vernon. Interception, but the refs did blow the play dead. Big play. They're not going to let it count. Nice celebration with their teammates, having a good time. But the refs did blow the play dead because the quarterback was getting pressure. And that's what they've been doing in the scrimmage. They've been blowing it dead when the quarterback starts to feel pressure to protect the quarterback. But, heck, that was cool to see the kids get excited. Right there at the pick. But it'll bring up third down for Mount Vernon. Clark is taking 3:50 to go in the fourth. It's 4th down and 13 for Mount Vernon. Obviously going for it. Play action. And a big catch. And out of bounds. Big 4th down conversion for Mount Vernon. And still in this ball game, down 8-0. All right, so play of the game so far, no doubt about it. 8:30 to go in the fourth, and Mount Vernon still kicking. First and 10 from the 11 of Heath. 3:32 to go. Heath leads 8-0. And a big sack and a big play for the Bulldog defense. Always coming through in the clutch. 2nd down for Mount Vernon. 3:15 to go in the fourth. And I believe this is going to be it. Everyone's clearly played. You know, sometimes they get some JV kids in late. But I think because of the circumstance, how they hadn't had a scrimmage yet, it looks like this is going to be it, the 4 quarters, and that they've essentially treated it like a game now. I don't know when starters were pulled or if they're still out there, but they're getting the reps in. 2nd down and 16 from the 17 of Heath. Mount Vernon trying to get back in this. Catch and no catch ruled. Hope you guys are all enjoying watching at home. Able to enjoy from the comfort of your couch. Guys, you're really going to like this when when it's cold out and you don't have to sit in the cold. You might enjoy this a little more. Alton, glad you got to see the sack here on the live stream. Hate that you can't be in here. But you saw it in real time. Timeout called by Mount Vernon as they'll talk it over. And there's the clock. 2:40 to go in the game. Still an 8-0 lead. Mount Vernon's best chance is right here. Thanks for watching. Still over 300 of you tuning in from all over the country, it seems like. So that's pretty neat. Do not judge me on my commentary because it is unprepared and weak. I'm a realist. All right, out of the timeout. Mount Vernon to call timeout to talk it over. They're looking at a 3rd and 16, down 8-0, 2:40 to play in the game. This is their chance. Third down play was a run. Made some forward progress, but now they'll have to go for it on 4th and long. If you look at it, the first down marker is all the way down at the 1. So you're essentially going for a score here. 2:15 left in the game. Heath leads 8-0. 4th and 14 for Mount Vernon. 4th and 15 from the 16-yard line of Heath. Comes down to this. And the official's going to blow it dead as we had pressure in the backfield here on 4th down. Came unblocked off the edge and essentially got the sack. Heath will take over on downs with 1:48 left in the game and up 8-0. Where are we at next week? We're at a lot of places. We'll have 7 live streams. We'll be shooting highlights at over 20 games as long as we're permitted to get in, and that's what we're preparing for as well. We don't know how schools are going to handle it, and that's all we can do is do what we're allowed to do. Hopefully we're allowed to do what we normally do, and that's get on the sidelines and capture cool highlights and all that stuff. All right, Heath going to go back at it here. .135 to play. Again, looking on the sidelines, and a lot of kids. The kids that aren't in are wearing masks. That's a sack for the defense for Mount Vernon. Clock will roll. See if there's any gamesmanship here. If Mount Vernon tries to call timeouts to get the ball back, it looks like they're not going to play that game in a scrimmage. Or are they? Are they going to call a timeout? No? Because ideally, I mean, it's 3rd and 20. Mount Vernon does have 1 timeout left. It's 3rd and 20. They could get it back if they chose, but they're just going to let this play out. Clock's down to 35 seconds. 3rd and 20 on the 15 of Heath. And likely just going to run it out. And a timeout is called by Heath with 30 seconds to play in the game. Nicholas, we'd love to be covering the Shelby Whippets. We have not heard back from Coach, so I assume that's a no. Had not heard back. Maybe we are, but we haven't heard back from Coach. It's kind of it's the, it's a mix between, everyone was worried about, their season, right? So we periodically try to check on people and try not to bug them because everyone was so stressed out. But we have not spoken to Shelby about covering them for what would be a 3rd or 4th year. Wish them well. Heard they're going to have a great team. Hope that goes well, and maybe they'll call us. I'm not sure. And as I mentioned, these live streams will get better. We'll have more staff, more equipment, more graphics and stuff. .29 seconds left in the game. 3rd and 25 for Heath. Still one timeout for Mount Vernon, so maybe they'll use it here once they get a stop. And a big first down. And he's gone, folks. Play of the game. Look at that. It's a 90-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 25. Just breaks this game open. Is there a flag? Oh, boy, there's a flag. Let's go back, rewind, and you see it there. Well, heck. And a hold. You always got to look for the – no, they called the hold on Mount Vernon. All right, so the touchdown will stand. There you go. But you always got to look for those flags. It appears, well, they're all coming back. But they signaled that it was the defense. And they're calling it a touchdown. All right, it is a touchdown for Heath. 90-yard touchdown run. On third and long. Great play. Kathy, as of now, we will not be covering Mount Vernon games. Again, it all comes down to people bringing us on board and reaching out. I will say, we did not reach out to them. We had a lot of requests for the schools we usually work with. But, heck, we talked to someone from Martins Ferry today. So anyone that calls, we listen. We try to help them best we can. But maybe Mount Vernon may already have something in place, too, as well. Not quite sure. And they're going to make that the game. There we go. They're going to wave it off. 14-0. Heath wins. They're not going to shake hands, I imagine. They're just going to, wave at each other, I would imagine. We'll see how this goes. A hat tip. Here we go, a hat tip. A whole new world, guys. No more filming the handshake line like we normally do. So it's a wave and a first for everything. 14-0. Heath wins the scrimmage over Mount Vernon, capping it off there with a 90-yard touchdown run to close the game. And, again, I think the Heath staff did a great job here. The facility staff, getting people in, kids wearing masks, still wearing masks, playing a nice, clean scrimmage. Things worked, and that's it. We'll stay right here and see if anything else is happening, but it doesn't look like it. We appreciate all you parents watching. Hopefully we're able to provide, a couple smiles tonight, being able to watch. We're going to sing the alma mater here. All right. Coach Ward going to talk to the Bulldogs. Thanks to the Mount Vernon Jackets, Yellow Jackets, for coming and participating in the scrimmage. Thanks to the Heath Bulldogs for having us out. And we will be here for all Heath games doing our live pay-per-view. So if you're a Heath fan or a fan of the Licking County League, we're covering a lot of Licking County League games on our pay-per-view platform. That'll be announced at some point Monday, probably Monday afternoon/night. But just know we'll have the home games there for you. Now, when Heath goes on the road, That's up for the host site to provide the live stream. Maybe we're doing the live stream for that host site. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe they're not doing one. But what we can provide is the live stream for the home event. The home team technically owns the event. It's their event. So they get to decide how it's handled from a live video perspective, and we're going to be providing that for a lot of people. So we appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. This was not a professional broadcast on my end. I was not prepared. I just wanted to talk to you guys. Got the headset on and then just kept talking, probably a bunch of gibberish, but got the game for you. We appreciate you watching. It'll be up. It'll post live here. It'll process. Once we hit stop, it'll process, and it'll be available for viewing probably within 20 or 30 minutes, if not sooner. So you can share that with your family. And stay in touch. Stay tuned. Check out Storied Rivals Sports Media on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for updates. And we appreciate you watching. Heath defeats Mount Vernon tonight by a score of 14-0 in the final scrimmage, the only scrimmage of the season. Week 1 begins next Friday. Thanks for joining us, everyone.